Yesterday we were addressing, opportunities that exist within the mining value chain, and obviously speaking from a banking perspective, we are coming in from the angle of, funding solutions that we offer to support the mining value chain. It was quite a wholesome discussion, if I must say. We had colleagues from mining, colleagues from, logistics companies, i.e. Botswana Oil, and we also had colleagues from, your mining services being Naledi. So for me, the conversation was quite diverse, but also what it provided was an opportunity for both mining houses and the citizen contractors that are part of this value chain, or those that are trying to get on board, into the mining value chain, to see exactly what is out there, from a mining house perspective, from financing perspective. And at Absa, we spoke around, the solutions that we've provided, the capacity building that we continue to provide, to scale up these entities post-life within the mining value chain. And I think one of the things that we really hope to achieve going forward is to ensure that, post relationships with these mines, because mining, as you all know, is not finite. It's not infinite, actually. It's actually a very finite industry. But we are also glad that the mining houses themselves are playing a part in ensuring that, the value chain continues post the life of the mines. And that's where we come in to say we've been supporting SEEP, which is the Citizen Economic Entrepreneurial Program, for the past, since it launched in 2019 actually, and then up to now as Absa Bank, we have actually supported SIP, just in over 1.4 billion just with the Botswana alone. But if I'm to just amalgamate the figure and just spread it across all the mining houses that we have since gotten into memorandums of understanding from a SIP perspective with, we are just hovering on around 2 billion in terms of support given to citizen entrepreneurs, you understand. And I think for me, we also just did highlight, and plead with, SMEs to come forward and have conversations, because no two entities have the same sort of predicament, from, funding perspective. So the platform also gave us an opportunity to ensure that they are now aware of, how we solution our availability, and also just to invite them to come in and, have conversations with us, because as we say, your story matters, and no one story is the same across the values. And I must hasten to congratulate the conveners of this conference. For me, and I was saying to one of the delegates that this could perhaps actually be the biggest gathering of, private sector. And for me, the Future of Mining Summit, as the name goes, it's exactly that. But what it has shown this year is that it's actually sector agnostic, because we've seen quite a lot of sectors come in and participate. We've seen, participation from the health space, from tech, from funding houses, etc., venture capitalists, logistics and transport. But over and above that, it is anchored behind mining, which then goes to show that mining is indeed the bedrock of this economy. But mining is now playing a part in saying, okay, let's continue. And as we move forward, how do we ensure that this country remains what it is, or it actually gets better, but all footed from the bedrock that is mining?